There we go. Wait, no sound again? The little monkeys are waiting. Okay, so Community Day event for November 2024 featuring Mankey. It's 4:20 right now because apparently things decided they want to take a vacation, so to speak. Note to self: get more berries. Do 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 do. So volume kind of low. Yeah, the volume's kind of low. Thing is, when it comes to volume, though, to you it might sound like a good level, but to others it might be a whisper or too loud. Oh, my stomach hurts. Oh, my head. And Coruscant, why do you act like you need some medicine there? Somebody clearly does not belong here. Having a little party here. Okay, so for today, it switched on me. The typical stuff, though. What do you get for getting one? Good lord. A primate that knows Rage Fist, because nothing better than an angry monkey slash primate there wanting to punch you even harder. It's really sad by the fact knowing that to evolve them, they must perish. They died because they're angry. And now that they're dead, they're even more angrier. Unless you look at their Pokédex, where like even when they died there, they look peaceful until they realize they are still alive and well, dead alive. Either way, they're still mad, forever mad. Except for the occasional happy times there, eating food and play nice, but they still be mad at you or at somebody else. I see you sneaking over there. So it gets me though that the shiny version of a Mankey is green. Maybe because it's like moss or something. Because, you know, monkeys live in some jungles. Yep, gotta leave it to shinies there with or without explanation. Just like shinies back then in Gen 1 and some of Gen 2 there, in which they just palette swapped. No real reason. Which is why in later Pokemon generations of Game Zo they get corrected, I guess you could say. I guess it depends how you look at it though, because Charizard being purplish, then becoming blackish for its shiny equivalent. Don't get me wrong, there were some shinies before they quote fixed them that looked better. Looking at you, Gengar, and your clearly shiny, obvious colors there. Unlike now, where it's like, oh, I slightly threw some bleach in your laundry there and made it slightly duller. No, actually, it's more faded. Once again, the only redeeming thing about Gengar is its Mega form there. Was it Mega form or was it the Gigantamax? Anyways, it's altered form where it gives it the cliched ghost white look. I don't know why they couldn't do that though. Oh, maybe it's perhaps too cliche. Oh well, it's one of this bedsheet ghost. Low budget Halloween costume. Oh, you must be a ghost. No, I'm a Gengar. You look like somebody who just got a white bedsheet, put holes in it though, and call it himself. Don't forget, next month will be their big community day of 2 days where they go to the previous community day Pokemon, usually within the last 2 years. So it'll be a combination of this year and next year. I mean, not next year. Yeah, right. met last year's. Note to self, get some more Doritos here. I cleared the field. And usually, when I'm not getting sidetracked, in Pokemon related news there, recently though, Pokemon Trading Card Pocket has been released. And it seems to be doing pretty well. Making quite a bunch of money for it. I always wanted to play around with trading cards there. I mean, I have trading cards there, but I haven't collected actual trading cards for almost 15 years. No, not 15 years. 10 years? Many years. But anyways, I made a few shorts of some, I guess you could say, helpful hints and such about when it comes to Pokemon Trading Card Game Pocket, which involves certain things like flare, you know, that add the sparkle effects and whatever to your card, as well as some interesting things that people, yeah, sorry about that, got stuff in my mouth, that other people previously mentioned. Like, for example, though, for those that did not know, but say anyways, did you know that while you can get different language cards in Pokemon Trading Card Pocket by trading or, as of this recording, befriending people that's in different language to hopefully get them in your Wonder Trade, their version of basically the Wonder Trade and the main language. But anyways, that's one way to get the trading cards in a different language. Let's say this is my friends that I want to, we could be friends with, or vice versa, they'll be friends with you though, and you can get a chance to get their cards. However, the lucky people who was able to test the game and get it early over in New Zealand and such, about a month early. I already posted this though, but as for anybody else who didn't know that though, there is another way to get these trading cards in different language without, well, trading with other people. Unless they, until unless they change it later on though. To do so, you just go to your settings in the Pocket game, go to your language, switch it to whatever other language that's not your current one, let it restart the program, and then what happens is then everything will be in that language. Well, I would say 98% because there's some words that are still in English or whatever equivalent. I know because I did an example on one and it was still in English despite it being in French. I guess there was no real equivalent to it though. So that was a bad example. Anyways, let's say, of course, in my case, it was English, so I switched it to Spanish. So everything's in Spanish now, which means from now on, excluding the Wonder Trade, because that'll still be whatever language those people are in, but every card that you get, including, as of this recording, the free Wonder Trade one, though, will be in that respective language. So in this case, it will be all in Spanish. Now, somebody might be wondering, well, what if I switch the language back to whatever previous language I have? In my case, it would be English. Well, good news. If I was to go from English to Spanish, get some cards in Spanish, and switch back to English, though, they will remain in Spanish. They will not convert over to English. The only time this will happen, though, is if you're making a deck of cards. They will be in whatever language is your default. So in my case, it will be English. But if you go into your collection, just to like admire them, though, they will be in their respective language. They will be recorded as such. So, like I said, though, as of this recording, though, that's another super easy way of getting cards in another language, just by switching your own language. And somebody showed off the shiny Volcarona over here with a badge. This also includes some of the promo cards as well, such as Wonder Trade, and also as of this recording, the Lapras event, where you can get some promo cards that way. They will also be in those languages as well. Now, I do not, as mentioned as well, I do not know if they're going to, quote, fix this, though, and be the fun police, to where, like, oh, we can't have you doing that, though. It's rare that games would do this, though, to where you can switch to a different language and retain the language upon switching back. But then again, that would be basically you going to a card shop there, buying a different language cards in a pack there, booster packs or whatever. And it's not like Pokemon Company is going to come over there and say, how dare you sell those cards in this particular language when it should be in their home. But for this digital version, I don't know how that's going to work out. And I ran out of Pokeballs. Also, just like the real cards there are some cards that are in a set that tells a little story. The fun one is the Snorlax one, where it's actually a recreation of Gen 1 in which you encountered the Snorlax there, blocking 3 different water paths. It takes place over the course of 4 cards with 3 smaller Pokemon trying to get past, even though they could just walk or crawl around him, while the main star of the show, Snorlax, is in the same spot that would be in the original game. You gotta like those games. You gotta like the cards though, in which they do tell a little story though, especially the ones where some might evolve over the course of the 3 cards, for example, and so forth. My ear. It's not bad though, but like a lot of free-to-play games though, not everyone though, or in Nintendo / Pokemon case they're free to start, that it does have a type of resource, unless you throw money in their direction, say, hurry, 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 hurry. It's not often that you come across some games that's pretty good though, but yeah, the resource in this case though would be the ones for counter to reduce the timer. It's like a little hourglass that can be reduced there. I do have another video showing about the hourglasses when it comes down to excuse me, using those for the main reducing the cooldown timer on the main cards to draw the pack, not the one to trade. Because I wasn't paying attention though. And by the way, as of this recording, there's at least 5 or 6 different currencies going on in that game too, though, as well as resources. But if you're going to reduce your cooldown timer on your main timer for the drawing of the cards, watch how it does though. It will bring up a list if you run out of resources there, which would be your little indicator marked. I'm gonna call them marks just for the sake of it. You need enough marks there to reduce the timer and so forth there, or to open the packs. Usually it's 2 packs per day unless you get the premium pass, which allows you an extra additional 3rd one. Whenever you use an hourglass though, and you're running out of these marks though to allow you to circumvent the cooldown timer though, it will bring a list down of these additional stuff where you can use more hourglasses though. Don't use those because they'll say recommended, hey, you got enough to fill up for about 3. Don't do it that way, because what it does, it will take your other currency, the gold bars, and will use that in conjunction with the hourglasses though. However, there is another way to do it though without ever spending bars of gold. I don't know why they make you spend bars of gold when they have the secondary option. As of this recording, it's still there. What you do, you go to the lower lower right corner of the same menu that comes up to replenish or reduce the cooldown timer. By going down there, it'll bring up you 2 resources there though, / currency, gold bars and hourglass. Make sure your gold bars are 0. I mean, not the amount that you have, but the selection though to use. Make sure that's down. And then you can pick your hourglass, because otherwise it's going to use those. Once again, I don't know why it uses the gold bars and use the autofill. I guess it would be like their equivalent of giving them a tip. Gold bars are not really used for too many things in there, though. You can't exactly... Ah, look at this. Look at this. Somebody claimed it, though. But as far as I know, gold bars are not really used for much anymore. You cannot use it to reduce the cooldown timer on your wonder trades. The hourglasses for both cases, though, will only reduce the timer down by an hour's worth. Ooh, looks good. Oh, come on. And I know it's already been 60 minutes into the video, though, but just the usual reminder, this is a mobile video there, which means it can delay and other things come up, though. So, yeah. Got these scatterbooks. I need to go through my scatterbook collection, see which one's the better one, and keep those. And who dare gets in my tower? Salad God. I'm the god of the salad. Huh. Nice. I always thought Breloom was interesting but strange, though. I always kept wondering, how is this little plant mushroom dinosaur creature supposed to really punch when it's got these straight little arms, kind of like a T-Rex? That's until... By the way, I'm referring to when I first seen this when it first came out. There's years ago! So I kept wondering, how does a Breloom really punch if it's got these short little steady arms? It wasn't until later I found out that, oh, they're stretchable. So they can extend their punches like Bowser from Street Fighter series. And again, it kind of makes me wonder what makes a mushroom decide, you know what, I need to be a fighter though. So let me grow a dinosaur-like body there so I can beat things up. Man, aggressive fungus there. It's always interesting, though, to find out that, oh, this wasn't exactly a type of mammal plant creature. It's actually just a plant that pretends to be a mammal. Really? Just to think that they would, during their little beta leaks there that they recently had, there was the one that was based off of a peanut, which looked like a little peanut. And when it evolves, it looks like a dinosaur cosplaying as a peanut plant, including flower. That would have been cool. Another plant dinosaur creature, though. I know there's several already, though, like the whole Baileys and such, Meganium. But people like their dinosaurs too, though. Here, go here. Hopefully nobody does that though. And if anybody wants to add me, here's the code, the QR code, as well as the numerical code. Welcome to pause that there. Once again, like always, please remember though that I won't be able to give everybody gifts though, because still they did not increase the amount of gifts given or received. I mean, they did for the received, but not for the... No, wait. No, they increased the amount for given, not received. I put out angry. Angry. That might slow somebody down for a bit. There's some more. And depending on how you look at it, happy to say though, the people that was always complaining about me, quote, stealing the tower, and I should never mess around with it though, even though that's kind of the point of the game, you know, to go and beat the people in said tower, because, you know, they have yet to come after me, I guess you say. Really? Chansey? You know, for a creature that rarely supposed to appear, it keeps appearing a lot. Remember how hard it was to find it in original games that right now, like say, oh, there's one, there's one, there's one. I found out, was it last year or so, because I don't go around playing different languages of the same game, of why the Chansey item was called Lucky Punch is because it had to do with its Japanese name. I think it was something like around the lines of also being called Lucky. Which also explains its name of chance, because you got to be lucky to find something though, and you might have a chance to find something. So, and off topic, I wish that Frito-Lay would sell their little cheese dust, as they call it though, that they have on their Cheetos for their flaming hots. I wish they released that as a little seasoning. Put in a little shaker, throw in the seasoning. Because that stuff is pretty good. The only way I can do that is to get the macaroni. Talking about Chansey though, I did watch recently a video on the official Pokemon YouTube channel, the Japanese one. Luckily, they also have it in English for people who want to watch the captioning. And it was about it. Basically, a Safari Ranger, they're trying to go after one because they supposedly stole his hat. Among other things, so. So while you think, oh, well, this is a Japanese channel, I shouldn't be on here, though. I mean, if that was the case, though, then why would they have the captions in different languages? Or should I say subtitles, which is not much difference between a captioning and subtitles. They both show you language of your choice, though, and what they're supposed to be saying. It's just a little series called PokeTunes that they had for at least 2-3 years now. Some of them are interesting, some of them are fun. There's a couple of them that has like throwbacks to American older cartoons of theirs, like Tom and Jerry era and so forth. Like the Mimikyu one reminds me of some of those shows. Also, by the way, I need to fix this stream UI that I was tweaking around the other time though, because I just realized it's misaligned. Also need, I guess I'll go ahead and later on, when I'm not lazy though, think of drop some sketches there, see if I can improve this any though. Because that's one of the things is that whenever you do a stream with a game that is vertical mostly, like this one, you have a lot of empty spaces though to figure out what to do with though. I mean, it wouldn't be bad though if the thing was mostly only streamed on mobile devices there, you know, where like the YouTube Shorts and stuff, because that fills up everything though. But when most of the videos are going to be horizontal there, take up more of the screen, and you're doing a vertical game, that's why a lot of people will try to have some kind of filler, so to speak. They'll have their camera, they'll have some random photos on the sides. Here you go. And that's why I came up with this Game Boy-like theming. I mentioned this a few times before, probably do it a few more times, in which it's supposed to mimic a Game Boy screen. Granted that a Game Boy screen is also a tiny square. And because no one really watches a full video unless you're a popular person though, I did mention about how I did try to put a greenish tint filter that's similar to looking at a Game Boy, the original Game Boy, where it's pea green. But it didn't look well. It looked pretty much as you expect from a Game Boy. It just be all monochromatic, just with different shades. So monochrome usually means about 2 colors, even though mono means 1. Yeah, kind of like that. But with this will be different. Let's see. I want to look at something. Where's my filter? I I know I have it here somewhere. Color source? Is this it? Ah, I did locked it. Okay. All I have to do is just move it up. Okay, let's see here. No. Get the little monkeys right here. Okay, capture these little monkeys over here. Oh yeah. Interesting thing though, speaking about it, this is some interesting timing of this event. As of this recording though, 2 or 3 days ago, some monkeys escaped. Oh, a little over 40 of them. I think it was like 43 of them though. Yeah, so the timing of having this event after that event, yikes. Just hopefully they're not the big aggressive no, well, I would say no neck, but I want to say just a head with limbs there. Anyways, just be glad it's not these guys over here. They'll really be thrashing about. But sticking back on Pokemon over here though. I'm not sure how many people knew about this though, but when they introduced the Gigantamax, what was it, Dynamax? I always get those two confused. One is bigger than. Anyways, when they introduced Gengar for the thing though, there was unfortunately some people who got banned just for playing the game or trying to get in those. So hopefully they fix that. Okay, let me check something here. Color source. Yeah, as you can see right here, this is how it would look like if I left the filter on the screen. I don't think people would really like to watch the video. Don't worry about the blurriness though, it does that. I don't think anybody really wants to watch the video like in this though. Although it would have been kind of cool though if I was able to make it more like a Game Boy though. Yes, Pokemon game as a Game Boy game. Insert Pokemon Game Boy sounds there. I don't have a soundboard, so I can't do that though. And also cutesy music. I don't know why, but it seems like there's more towers over there now. Ah, they just popped out of nowhere. I've been taking more screenshots of Pokemon Go for ideas of little fun little Pokemon comics there. I came across some though that look pretty interesting though. By the way, I don't mean when they're combined into one because it looks like they spawn on top of each other there, so you get this weird effect. Which is also a good idea, well, depending on how you look at it though, but also makes for interesting Poke Fusion though. Who needs a Pokemon fusion generator though when you can just look at games like this and they have no collision, so Pokemon will spawn next to or within each other. Okay, so I still need to get these though. I hate going after rocket leaders though because most of the times it will always be one particular one. In my case it's Cliff because he won't stop showing up for me. I go across town, he's there. I go back over here, he's there. I'm thinking, why are you following me? Where's your other friends there? Oh, I still got to do this. Still holding on to that. I still got that to do. Yikes. That never happened. That never happened. I'm just too lazy, so that might happen, but not right now. I just realized you can favor these. What are these? So by favoring them, though, you're basically marking them for the list. I just realized that. And there's a Mankey on my leg. And I need more Pokeballs. Save me! So far, no shinies. I don't remember if I ever had a shiny one, though. Ah, 30-minute mark. I wish I get defeated in gyms a little bit more often though, because I'm running low on coins, by the way. The most I had just what was it a little over 1,000 because somebody kept beating me every few days, and now it's like, where is everybody? They were so determined to beat me and kick me out of the gym. Now it's like, I don't feel like it. Wait, what is this one? Is that a church? No, I never heard of that place. I've been here all my life. I never heard these places. Yeah, it happens. Oh, there's a showcase going on? Oh, I'll look at this way. What's the showcase? The showcase is an angry monkey. Perfect. By the way, do not involve a Pokemon there that you're trying to enter because apparently it does not count for it. Darn it. Or you get locked out of it somehow. Also, they had the Pumpkin Boo over here for the finale stuff. Which I didn't realize. Hey, where are you going? I wish they fixed that. One little, two little, three little Mankeys. I got an evil one. Yeah, not that great, but I'm keeping it because of numbers. I know, there'll be some people saying, why do you have that? You should get something better. Because I'm just glad it's just to primate though, because requirements to get the Mr. Anger after death over here. Rarely they have alternate solutions during an event. They're like the slow bro ones, where technically to evolve those you would have to have a certain type of Pokemon, but when they introduce the Galarian one, they say, okay, just get one type though, because it was during a Slowbro, Slowpoke, Slowking Community Day event. I think it was mostly focused on Bro, which unfortunately meant Psychic. And to get the Galarian one, I think it had to be capturing Poison one. But for that day only, though, they converted for Poison. There, now I can punch people. I thought I had one that was already punchy. Granted, they're all punchies though, but still. Punch your face some more, and when you're not looking, punch your face. And even when you're looking, you get punched in the face. That's how you can tell they care for you. Or hate you. Or, I don't know. Angry monkeys are angry. There was a person, I'm like, ah, why? This person's so lucky. See if I can find them. Also, I might have to go through my list though, because there are people who has not shown up in ancient times, seems like. Where is that? I gotta remember that person's name, because there's one that had a Galarian Articuno. Wait, can I do it by favorites? I can do it by friendship levels. Wrong direction. Where are you at? Okay. I know, people that are interesting names though, they always try to bypass the name. Was it you? Yeah, look at this. This person got lucky. Not only did they have the bird over here, but it was a shiny bird. And apparently it's very far away. I can rarely find the regular versions though, much less the shiny versions. I don't even think I have the shiny, normal, Cantonian birds. At least I don't think so. Stupid monkey. I think that's how you say Cantonium. Almost said Krypton. Kryptonite birds. I seen that a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, lucky. As you can tell from when I was going through my other stuff over here, though, that I did manage to get my Master Balls finally. So yay me. Now I gotta be on a hunt to look for those stupid birds. When it comes down to Master Balls, I know there's some people that say, saying that, I don't really want to get the birds, or I better wait for a perfect time. Okay. They technically already released the Master Ball at least 4 times now, except for the 4th one was a pay one to do the researches. I think it was one of those researches that they had prior, but I was like, you did before, who cares, give us some more money. Alrighty then. Okay, 4 more minutes left though, and it'll be the end of this half of the thing though. I say half because ever since they extended it though. Oh no, somebody defeated my Pokemon. I had one going on for almost a month long. I think I have a screenshot I'll have to show off here, but that also means being sneaky over here. Let me see here. I'm going to turn off this real quick. Album, Pokemon Go, where are you? Pokemon Go, where are you? Here it is. Look at this. Person was for 24, 22, 27, 28. So yeah, these people were nearly there for a month. I know to some people though it might not be like ooh and because there's some places where one Pokemon, unless they change it by then, was at an army base I think it was, and it was there for like 6 years. And then there was one who had an error, in which it showed theirs was there for like thousands of years. Like, wow, that thing's older than the whole everybody alive, obviously. Yeah, so this recording, just in case this somehow makes it 1,000 years into the future, and people are like, what are you talking about? What are you saying back then? Things happened? Kecleon, yeah, good luck on that one. I remember the time there used to be 150, now there's 2,005,621.69 Pokemon out there. Why do I say 151? Because technically there was the Mew, but no one knew about it until after the fact. Yeah. Am I moving? Okay, that's what I'm touching. Let's see. That's what okay. Okay, once this event is over though, then I get to show out the news. This time I did bookmark the news there about upcoming things for the month. Unlike last time where I panicked though because I forgot to save it and I had to look for it and I don't think I got around to it. And while waiting for it though for next minute here, let's see here. Current season, 22 more days. Harvard Festival. Okay. I kind of wish Niantic would make certain Pokemon when they're doing the Dynamax and Gigantamax there to be raidable distantly, remote raids. But no, they're like just shadow raids where, hey, find some people. I don't know anybody. Oh well, that's your problem, isn't it? Gotta find somebody if you want it. I know there's some people who do methods that's not supposed to, but yeah. As you can tell, there was no stupid monkey. There was no Dang you, monkey. There was no green ones here. Darn it. No moss or algae covered monkeys. I'm surprised they don't do that. Have something like that for like a slack off over there, considering slots do have a mossy look to them because of how long they take forever. And it's 5 o'clock there, therefore the half of the event is now over of capturing them. All regular mons are free to come about. Which means now for the next 5 hours. 5 hours. Oh yeah, switched over. Why are you a minute ahead? Which means now for the last half of this though, you'll be able to get the raids up and running. Ooh, I see a tower over there. I know. Can I? I'm tapping the screen. You can't see it because the screen is not. Nope. Didn't go far enough. It's right there in the middle there. I'm pretty sure people can see that. Either way. Okay, so let's see here. Now time for some upcoming stuff here. I know I need to make adjustments to this window because it's a little small. Okay, so Into the Wild will be the next one coming up. It's gonna be fun. So yes, Dialga, Palkia though, and Tuxel will be available in shiny. Little lizard's going to be in its shiny form too. Now, if you go and get your tickets there, here are those information. Hopefully that's big enough you can see. The wild counters are these. Not many for the shiny variants. I like the fact Ghastly is able to be seen as a shiny, but not Haunter. Unless you find one like that, though, too. Magneton will not be shiny. Let's get a Magnemite. Interesting. And where's my last info sheet here? I lost this info sheet. Okay, here's the last one. And then, of course, you got your raids as well as the 5-star ones with Dialga and Palkia in their origin form, as well as Tapu Koko over there and Nihilego, which I already have, but not the shiny version of it though. Fun, fun, fun. Here. Okay, so anything else coming up, Arrow? Nothing. Remote passes. Oops, I forgot I still have that. I don't know why they give you so many of these secondary evolution items though when you don't really need that many. There's a Braviary. And with that being said though, that concludes this community day event featuring Mankey though. Unfortunately no shinies. I don't even think I got any recorded for shiny. Where are you? Where's that angry monkey at? Nope, I never got a shiny to begin with though. Apparently I did get a double XL though, which is my angry one. I know, that really clarifies though. One that's literally named Angren. Get my pumpkin though. I can't get my pumpkin. I have no Pokeballs. Okay, let's grab the pumpkin. Which still looks like a... Yep. Did you switch it around? Yoink. Anyways, that concludes this event though. Unfortunately, shiny count is 0. Now, the next event though, if they keep up what they've been doing though for, what, 6 years or so? 6, 7 years? For as long as this game's been around, they started doing the community day event though. Next one will be sometime in December. I don't remember if they already put a date to it though. But if it still retains what they've previously done in the prior years, it will be 2 days worth there featuring this year and last year's Pokemon that appeared in the regular Community Day event. I say it that way because they also have concurrently the classic ones, basically, though. Which means might be another chance of trying to get another shiny Mankey, though. Okay, are we done here? At least the one thing they still kept with the pumpkins, though, is the how deep or low the no, that'd be low. How deep or such of the voice. You know, the voice there, depending on if it's large or smaller. As for the Necrozma, it's almost done here, which I will do a video of me just evolving it for some reason. Okay, so that ends that. I'm going to put this right here. Oh, and before I forget, still looking for somebody to be friends with in the icy snow region as well as the ocean region, which apparently I still can't find. I managed to find enough for Sandstorm though. Okay, so let's go back down here. Okay. Right there, right there. Nope. Nope. There we go. Okay, now I get to end it. So it's already been almost 47 minutes. And a few seconds, it'll be 47 minutes. Thanks for watching this, though, and me just randomly talk. I'll be back next time for another Pokemon-related video, though. And also, if you're interested in Pokemon trading card game pocket there, I do have some shorts there showing up some little things, though, until they become public knowledge. That wraps this up, though. I'll be back next time, like as previously mentioned. And thanks for watching, and you know the usual things. Later.
3, 2, 1.